Okay, first I'll do this with the light on, and then I might do this with the lights off. I can't remember how I did it with the last piece, but I saw someone on Facebook who put a lamp behind their painting, see there, and backlit their painting, and the pictures looked really nice. It brings out different effects in the piece, so I wanted to try it with this. I don't have the flash on my phone either, so I'll do another clip with that too, with the flash, and then I'll do it both ways with the lights off as well. This looks like, makes me think of like a big cat laying down, or like an Egyptian queen maybe, but it like makes me think of cats and Egypt. This part right here, like I don't know, you can see the line down from that, you can see the line of the pour. I noticed that in the painting, in the next painting that I did as well. Whenever it dried, you can notice the line of the pour. I think it's because my base coat wasn't thinned to match the consistency of the paints that I poured with. With this one, you can see some of these chunks, like right here. These were the pre-mixed pouring paints. And then here, where it's just flush with the canvas, that was where I used the mica powders that I made with Airbrush Medium and GAC 800. A lot of people, I think, would be really upset with that, the way that you can see, like right here, you can see this line, and this is how you can definitely tell. I know that's where I poured out the paint from the cup, but I don't mind it at all. I think it adds a new depth of meaning and story to the painting. If you look at it as if it's its own little world inside this painting, and all these creatures live in this world, that just makes me think of water as it runs through the world, or something else. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to stop really quickly because someone didn't know I was recording and started talking very close to me, and I didn't want to end the video. But I think that maybe it's water, maybe it's, I don't know what it is in this piece specifically, those lines, but I love how it adds more story to the world that I've created in this piece, and the next one is like that too. And since I know that it does that, I can do one of two things. I can remember that it does that and pour intentionally, so that the designs that I make with my pour come out how I want them to, or how I hope for them to. I could thin my base coat as well. I could try not using a base coat and see what happens with that. I guess so there's more than two things I could do. But for now, I'm just happy with how it came out. I love this one so much. I love backlighting the piece. I didn't see this story in it with that person laying there or anything. It reminds me of a sunrise or a sunset, definitely. The whole piece does. But I didn't see what I see in it right now. So I'll go in and show you the details. And then, like I said, I'll do a couple other clips. One with the flash on my phone, and then I'll do two with the light off, one with and one without the flash. If the one without the flash doesn't show up with the lights off, then I won't add that one. But I'll just go in and let you look at the details one more time. You can see that sparkle from the silver, I think. Or those little spots that look like little white spots. Those are either part of the micas or part of the silver. Here's where you're starting to notice the lines of the pour a little bit more, or where I am. I think maybe that's because there wasn't as much coming out of it as there was at first on the top. I think that's why I don't notice it as much at the top as I do at the bottom. There was less paint, so it made more of an effect. Or maybe this was the first part and this is where there was more paint, and then maybe I don't notice it as much where there wasn't as much paint. That might make sense too. I can kind of see a little bit at the top too. So that's something to experiment with. I can see whether that's from the end of the cup where there's more paint so that it has more pressure to go down through and create that line, or maybe it's at the end where I don't have quite as much paint left. I don't know. But I will show you the couple other clips. This just looks amazing to me. I love this. I love this piece so much. This little part here reminds me of someone like floating on their back, pointing, like shooting a gun up towards the person, like laying there sleeping or something. Maybe it's Cupid, like shooting an arrow towards the person sleeping, or shooting good luck, because I see something that looks like a little horseshoe from back there. I don't know. Someone's sending, maybe it's like an image, a representation of your spirit team or your loved ones or your spirit guides sending you good luck and positivity in your dreams. I don't know. Let me know what you think. And I'll be right back with those other clips.